Now we come to one of the most exciting adaptations that I saw during all of Oztober. When I was talking about indie filmmakers using public domain sources to tell new and exciting personal stories, this is the kind of thing I was talking about. And I bet none of you have heard of this movie, but trust me, this is a diamond in the rough. OzLand is exactly the kind of movie that I hope more aspiring filmmakers will make with public domain source material like the Oz books. The story revolves around Emery and Leaf, two lone survivors wandering around in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, aka Western Mississippi, where it was filmed. So yeah, no set dressing required, really. Anyway, the two men can't find other signs of life, and neither of them know exactly what became of everyone else. We're led to believe that the world has always been this way ever since they were kids, but it's kept intentionally vague. One day, Leaf, the more naive of the two men, stumbles across a copy of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz in an abandoned school. He comes to believe/hope that the events depicted in L. Frank Baum's book were real historical events and might provide an explanation as to what happened to everyone else. When I was talking about filmmakers using public domain works to tell a personal story, this is exactly what I had in mind, and that was even before I saw the movie. Beyond the Oz story that we all know, OzLand has a lot in common with John Steinbeck's novel Of Mice and Men. Both stories involve two friends, one of whom is more simple-minded than the other, wandering the landscape, sharing their dreams, and what happens when their dreams don't come true. It also has a lot to do with post-apocalyptic fiction, but in such a way that conveys the loneliness and isolation of what that environment would be like, rather than an action spectacle like the Mad Max films. But what stood out to me the most is how OzLand is all about how the stories we tell each other, our shared mythology, help to shape who we become as adults. Remember when I talked about the 1939 classic and how fiction communicates experiential truth? OzLand is all about that, and it's especially poignant because it takes place after an apocalypse, an environment in which there is seemingly no hope left. Leaf clings to the stories of Dorothy journeying through the land of Oz because they give him hope and meaning in an environment that seeks to deprive him of all hope and meaning. That's why fiction endures. That's why people have faith. It's what keeps us going when life wants nothing more than to destroy us. That theme really resonated with me. This film communicated that message beautifully without a lot of money or big-name actors. In fact, the small budget aids in communicating the film's message. Plus, the cinematography is gorgeous. Most of writer-director Michael Williams' IMDb credits are for cinematography. I can see that's where his passion lies, but I think his writing and directing skills deserve shoutouts as well. Overall, OzLand is exactly the kind of film that I had in mind when I started working on this series. If Oztober does anything, I hope it will inspire you to pick up a camera or start typing away at the computer and get you to tell a story that means something to you with the Oz stories as a guide. That's what Michael Williams did, and he didn't have a lot of money to make it happen. To that I say, bravo, good sir. Bravo.